We begin this video, our second of the Wanaka area, with a chilly start at the Wanaka Station Park, where we will participate in the Wanaka Parkrun. This video is part of the Caravan series.
If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to press the subscribe, ring the bell, press the like button and leave comments and ask questions as required. I never would have found it.
We arrived early and needed to by the look of things, as we have no idea where the Wanaka Park run starts. This park is as big as a lake. After searching high and low, we eventually found a group of fitter looking people than us standing at the top of the hill at the end of a road named Homestead Close. Indeed, these were the athletic mob we were looking for. A few of them, like us, were here for the park walk section of this group, so we should blend in fine.
Colorado. Okay, if you could all line up along the start line and we'll get a photo.
We are off. This park is large, so the route chosen for the park run course starts downhill to the lakefront. At the lakefront pathway, the course goes to the left, following the lake around where the search for a marshal begins, and once found they will spin you around to repeat the course in the reverse direction.
Is that what you meant? You want to go faster?
Many of New Zealand's park runs follow this doctrine, and it does depend on the options a particular area offers, I guess.
Cold. See, you know it's not cold when you see ducks in the water.
They wanna keep us out.
Park runs are almost in every centre, or at least close to every centre in New Zealand, so you should be able to find one nearby. The distance is always 5 kilometres, so beforehand you know the distance to achieve. For us older, less fit participants, the marshals and organisers never depart until that last person crosses the finish line. If you download the Parkrun app, you will be updated with information on the park runs done, your speed in minutes for every event you attended, your overall fastest time, the date you achieved the event location, and the number of park runs you have attended. Every park run also attends a cafe or similar where you can converse with other attendees. As we walk around Lake Wanaka with gorgeous scenery, it is hard to comprehend that this lake, together with Lake Hawea, also supplies the Avianmore, Benmore, Ohau and Mamapuri dams, which supply about 10% of New Zealand's power through hydro schemes born from the Muldoon era in the late 1960s through to the mid-1970s.
But what they don't know is we don't care. We're gonna keep it on going till we can't go no more. We're gonna
We are not yet anywhere near halfway, but as is usual for us, we are confronted with many younger and much fitter people running the other way. They are past the halfway point and running for the finish line. The fastest of most groups are under 20 minutes for the 5 kilometre distance. Our slower approach puts us around 40 to 50 minutes.
Good step.
No matter what your speed is, participation gets you somewhat more active. We walk a lot, but this activity starts the day off and is a good basis for anything else we choose to do on this day. The people involved in the parkrun culture we have found very supportive, and at each turn they cheer you on. This is so far the case at all parkruns we have attended.
They say we got no
Welcome!
future at all.
Awesome!
I can see the blur behind you, moving so fast.
Hold us down anymore. We're gonna ride till we
Back to
fall.
hand holding.
When
You don't
we
want
hit
to
the
hold my hand?
bottom, nothing gon' stop us. Climb to the top with you. We could be the greatest ones who never made it. Yeah, I could be talking to you. They tryna hate, but we won't change anything at all. Oh, we gonna
We are on the home run, or at least past halfway, and split up for the remaining leg of the track.
mom's house. Parents must be so proud. They know it all. No, they don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride till we fall. We're gonna ride till we fall. They don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride. We're gonna ride till we fall. Say we're going nowhere. But what they don't know is we don't care. We're going keeping on.
The final leg of the Wanaka Parkrun is uphill for a few hundred metres. Most parkrun tracks we have been on together are nearly flat for the entire run. No parkrun track is completely the same as another.
Awesome job.
Well done.
Job to get it all on film.
Yep.
At the finish you are handed a token with a barcode. The barcode has your finish time added to a unique file, and when you hand it to the timekeeper marshal, your name and details are recorded against that time.
You made it. Well done. Yes. Yeah. So they got it. So they totally got it well. Yeah, like, and there was 6 different venues, you know, like Milan, and so some were slightly better than others, but in general, that was terrible. Oh, yeah. I mean, it happens in every Olympics, but I was sort of like,
Perfect. Apparently there's a bucket to these somewhere.
sorry.
We had planned to start today travelling to the Blue Pools for a wee walk and a look at what we have been told is a great swimming hole. We, however, are not planning on a swim. The Blue Pools are an hour out of Wanaka North, or about an hour's drive from the Parkrun. There is a fairly large car park, which was noticeably full. We did find a park, and it is Saturday, but this is a very busy touristy place. The Blue Pools are around 15 to 20 minutes from the car park through a very pretty bush track. This sign is not unique in New Zealand and is advertising the work of Dock and Forest and Bird around New Zealand, and in this case the Central Otago Lakes branch, in the eradication of pests to save endangered species in this area. For remote areas like this one, I entirely agree with the philosophy. Areas like the Dennisstone Plateau, for example, that has been mined for over 100 years, I think the green movement goes too far. The intentions the public of New Zealand would be placed in the unique position where they would self-harm their own economy because the idealism of a green future without the complete knowledge of the correct vision to achieve a realistic transfer to something better. In fact, we're using coal again in power stations in New Zealand as opposed to gas directly due to policy the green movement introduced, destroying all effective exploration for that gas that is well known to exist. This has doubled the carbon emissions of those power stations forced to now revert to coal as no alternative was offered. This is holding the country to ransom, in my opinion, without any mandate given the 10% vote they have, and we need a better way forward than our current approach. Anyway, that is enough of a rant from me. On screen I have animated some of these bitey things that you find on various tracks in our beautiful country, as this track has these in abundance.
Well, there's people swimming. Can't be that cold.
Yes, bring your sandfly repellent, as this is one of the worst places we have been to for these little miniature monsters. We have left our repellent behind. It is impossible to fault the extensive infrastructure built to make this walk easy for most. Apart from being a sandfly snack, this is a pleasant, idyllic surround which is most enjoyable to see. This is the Blue River that feeds the Blue Pools directly from the Mount Aspiring Ranges, as does the Wilkin River further along.
Beautiful, look at it. See the steam rising up.
The Wilkin River feeds directly into the Makaroa River that also feeds the Blue Pools directly from Lake Wanaka to the right as seen here.
Much too warm? Very warm. Like the Bahamas. Great.
It looks like.
Although we are not brave enough to venture into the water, the sun is very warm and the wind well protected here, so many do. Sandflies do not venture into the sunny areas, preferring instead the shaded bush canopy. This is a great spot for a picnic, to bring the kids or yourself for a swim, a day out for the family, given it's very sheltered, or just, like us, for a nice walk.
For Odin and a boogie board.
You're the only one that I rely on, a shoulder there for me to cry on. And the hours alone that I'm without you, all I ever do is think about you. No one knows that you're so understanding, even though my love is so demanding. Every time you look at me, then you know we'll both agree that no other love could be. I couldn't live without your love. Now I know you're really mine. Gotta have you all the time. Didn't like you much when I first met you, but somehow I couldn't quite forget you. Said you didn't want a friend or lover, that your life was happy with another. But as time went by, my love grew stronger. Knew that I just couldn't wait any longer.
With the morning mostly gone, we head back to Lake Wanaka once more, passing the neck for an inspiring look across Lake Hawea. The day turned to night, and we have plans for tomorrow to visit Roy's Peak and have an afternoon wine and cheese cruise booked. Tomorrow is our last day in Wanaka. The park area viewed here is Albertown, where we are parked. It is a large area and I would think rarely full. It sits beside the Clutha River. This is a beautiful place to spend your time in Wanaka and is very reasonably priced if you are in a camper and self-sufficient. Today's planned activity starts with a look at Roy's Peak. We need to travel across Wanaka to the opposite shore of the lake to get there through town, past the park where we did that park run, and out of town again, travelling along Mount Aspiring Road out of town for a wee bit. There is a car park at the base of the mountain, and I set off alone to scale this iconic landmark. I begin the video with the footage I took about halfway up the track. As I just said, this is around halfway, and this was about 1.5 hours of walking. Roy's Peak is almost no shade and is in bright sunshine on this day with temperatures at 25 degrees Celsius. Even so, the view cannot be faulted, and the effort even to get here seems more than worthwhile. The lake stands out majestically with the gorgeous mountains of Mount Alta, Mount Burke and countless others forming the ranges seen from here. I carried on higher up the mountain, although I must admit the heat was getting to these old bones a bit. Another hour and a quarter passes walking in the heat of the day. I arrive at the 3/4 point and consider if the view will indeed improve from the view I already have. After analysing the stunning landscape fronted by the perfect waters of Wanaka, I do conclude that this is very much the view I had previously. Although I will be slightly disappointed at not making the summit, I do decide to return back down to the bottom once more. I am, however, satisfied with the result, and I have captured something on film I may never achieve again.
This is where we go back. It's getting too much for my knee. A blister. And it's pretty tough. It still was worth it. This scenery is amazing. So even if, like me, you chicken out, you don't do the whole thing, it's still well worth it. Even halfway up, and I'm about
3/4 of the way up. As the day drifted into late afternoon, the time for our much anticipated wine and cheese cruise has arrived. This vessel is a 50-foot catamaran motorboat. You have a lower and upper deck option for seating, as well as the exposed stern area and bow deck for shots of scenery that you may desire. The first place on the lake we are shown is an interesting small island called Ruby Island.
But I'm just going to take a minute or two just to tell you a little bit about our lake and surrounding areas, potentially give you something else to chat about. So off to our direct left-hand side, we've got Ruby Island. This here is one of 4 major islands. This one here is the smallest of the 4. Famous in these parts because it holds the remains of a dance hall from the 1920s on top of it. They had a dance hall out there because over on the mainland at the time was prohibition and the policemen didn't have a boat. So the locals would head out over to Ruby Island, have a bit of a dance, a bit of a drink, keeping out of trouble from the local authority. Just behind Ruby Island we've got Roy's Peak. This is one of 11 great walks of New Zealand. This one here will set you back roughly 7 to 10 hours on a nice round trip to get up to the top for a selfie and back. Suffice to say, I've seen the photos, they're bloody beautiful. You get to do the walk. Now, just behind Roy's Peak, you can start to see some of those distant mountains. And that first distant mountain, if you can see a little bit of silver shining halfway up the mountain there, that there is Treble Cone Ski Field. Now, this is one of 2 major ski fields we have here in Wanaka. But this one here is pretty much a favourite of the locals. It's got some of the longest runs, some of the most technical runs, and it's a good bit of fun. Now directly in front of us is a big old peninsula. Nothing too reasonably interesting about this other than it splits the lake off into 2 arms. Around the left hand side is where a majority of the lake is situated. It continues on for another 47 kilometres. Down the right hand side is Stevenson's Arm, the direction we're taking today, and it continues for about 11 kilometres. However, we're only going to be exploring half of that there today. Towards the right mid-hand side of the vessel, you can see a nice big mountain out there. That there is known as Mount Maud. At the base of Mount Maud is a beautiful vineyard. They make quite a nice drop of wine. This is locally known as Maud wine, and it's sold locally, but also exported out over to Australia and beyond. It's also some of my mum's favourite wine. Now off to our direct right-hand side, we've got some of Wanaka's affordable housing. Nothing under $10 million over there, $20 million for anything on the waterfront. 80% of it is property investment. Nobody actually lives in it, just sits there collecting dust. Because that's the world we live in today. Now, I'll leave you with a couple of my most commonly asked questions on board the vessel. First is, how deep is the lake? Deepest part of the lake gets down to 340 metres deep. At that point, if you just swim all the way down to the bottom, not only would you get very cold, but you'd also get to be below sea level by the time you got there. We sit roughly 300 metres above sea level where we're standing today. Lastly, my most commonly asked question, are there any fish that live in the water? Now, I can guarantee you there's plenty of fish over here that like to live in the water. In the lake, we've got some brown trout, we've got some rainbow trout, and some quinnet salmon. They're all introduced to New Zealand. However, we've also got a large native longfin eel population. Now, they act as the main apex predator within the waters. They can live up to 80 to 100 years old, they can grow up to 50 kilos, and they only breed once in their entire lifetime, making them a protected species here in New Zealand today. Now that's pretty much it from me. I'm going to jump back off the mic, we'll turn the tunes back up, we'll get back to doing some drinking.
As an activity, this is one of the most relaxing ones we have tried to date. The day is sunny and hot, the wine is cold, and the skipper is from Kowal Island in the Hauraki Gulf originally, so sailed the same waters we did prior to arriving in Wanaka, meaning we had a common ground for conversation. The boat has reached halfway and is now noticeably turning around, even though in a large loop. Our return direction will bring us closest to the east coast of the lake. We will pass one of the more expensive lakefront areas of Wanaka called Beacon Point, where after researching real estate in the area, I have found the prices to be around $4 to $5 million near the water for a 4-bedroom home. I could not find a $10 million home, but I'm sure they exist.
Yeah, every Thursday they have a bit of a sailing regatta out here, so they need 30 to 40 sailboats out here. This is Ely Point, so this is like a nice sheltered bay. We always get that northwesterly picks up, and that's one of the most beautiful spots. It's just a reserve in there, frisbee golf, boat ramp. Anyone's free to walk through there or go through there. Free barbecues that scattered all over the lakefront. It's a bit of a hot spot when scouts dinner in there.
That was our skipper explaining we are passing Ely Point, which is popular with the local boaties. It has boat ramps and barbecue picnic areas along the shoreline for good old-fashioned family fun activities. Civilization looms again with the Wanaka Lake Marina appearing on the shoreline with what appears to be apartments behind it. This is very close to the end of our 1 hour cruise, and for us the time has flown past. I for one would recommend this cruise to anyone wanting something more relaxing to do. We have come to the end of another video in the caravan series. Next time we will visit Queenstown, as that is our next destination from here. In the video description there are links to Wanaka wine tours, Parkrun New Zealand, the Blue Pools adventure track, as well as Roy's Peak dock page.